Hello and welcome back to another video. This is Golden Axe 3 on the Japanese Sega Mega Drive. Unfortunately the price is a little bit rich for me at the moment, since it's about £35–40, so I'm playing this on the Ever Drive. I have to say straight off the bat, I do actually like this game. It is a bit different to the other Golden Axe games. Certainly the theme, there's also multiple routes you can take. Graphically it's a bit of a departure in the backgrounds, although later levels do improve upon that. But as as a brawler, it's not a bad game. So I certainly would consider buying a legitimate copy, but not really for £35. We'll see, maybe I'll win the lottery and then I'll add it to the collection. So you've got your similar sort of charge moves and magic moves. The combat does seem to have a bit more variety to it. A few extra touches. Much like the Streets of Rage series evolved in that regard. Also another special mention for music. I really like music on this game as well, the soundtrack. So here's the Magic Elves replacement this time around. Strange looking, not very easy to hit multiple times. Now another thing I noticed with this game straight off the bat is that the enemy is much more intelligent. You know, you're not going to get off on that. You're not going to easily throw them off the edge of the cliff, as you can see here, into the pit. There are examples where you can actually throw them in caverns, but I think they're sort of set up like that later on. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty surprised by how good this is. I think probably because my expectations were so low coming into it, but yeah, it's a good game. So really, I don't know what else to say about Golden Axe 3. It's definitely worth checking out if you've got the means. Never going to live up to the the nostalgia associated with the original Golden Axe game. I think that's probably an impossible feat, no matter how good the game is. It's a massive shame they never ported the actual arcade sequel to Golden Axe to like Sega Saturn or something. It would have suited that platform so well, but of course they didn't. So it's actually a daytime here today. Fortunate enough to have a day off work. Got a few errands to run. Really had to iron a load of clothes. Oh no, that's no good. That's to iron a load of clothes. I don't know if anyone watched it. It's the Guy Ritchie thing in India the other day. The guy ironing just blew my mind. His iron was just massive, like metal iron that literally had fire inside of it. His ironing board was this slab of concrete, and his ironing was absolutely immaculate. You could not fault it. Fantastic. Always plain ironing, I find. I only ever do it when it's absolutely necessary. But got to head out to the bank and exchange a t-shirt next. And look on some mundane objectives today. Could have an argument with the leisure centre about them charging me for membership after I've cancelled, and then claiming it's some kind of a 30-day contract, even though the membership had been on hold for about 3 months. So it's never simple really, life. You think these things would be easy to sort out, you wouldn't have to run around tracking everybody down, but it's never like that. Even the thing from Next, I bought a large t-shirt. I always buy large t-shirts from Next. You think it's a no-brainer. Jesus, you would fit 2 of me in this t-shirt. I know it's got a motorbike on the front. It must be like biker size, because if it is, I'm going to need like extra small. It's mad. Probably no more look, they won't have it in store, and it'll just go on and on. Just how it happens. So the magic in this game as well is also really improved. Some pretty impressive effects. So here we go, first sort of boss. Also a nice bit of blocking by the enemies in this game as well. I do think gameplay wise it probably is a superior Golden Axe title. Obviously, with losing Gilius Thunderhead, you know, as a playable character, that is a bit of a downside to me, because that's the character I always play as in Golden Axe games. But as you can see, we've picked up the Panther. Looks like one of the X-Men, to be honest. Now this is it, you can select routes, so I'm going to go up because the only way is up. Managed to get the magic to full. So it seemed they dropped the whole hold down the button for the magic thing on this game, as far as I know. On Golden Axe 2 it depended on how long you held down the A button, depending on what level of magic would be used. In the heat of battle that was all too complicated for me. This level really, backgrounds are a bit bland I suppose. Nice bit of parallax though, in the sky there. I've not completed the game, so I don't know how long it is. Some nice touches like those people in the background. Shame they just run away, shame they don't actually give you anything. I suppose all they're really bothered about is getting out of there, so that's where they're going. Not sure what the obsession with these pot-bellied small guys is. I'm getting a Star Wars vibe. So here's the pits I mentioned at the start of the video earlier on. Nice bit of panpipe action kicking off. A bit of a hold. Let's see if we can. There we go. Away you go. I mean, that's obviously the best way to deal with these people. Yeah. Skeleton dinosaurs. I mean, I'm quite thankful they got rid of the other skeletons. I felt they've got a bit overused, especially in Golden Axe 2. It's just all about the skeletons. See that? In other Golden Axe games, he wouldn't have jumped back over that. Get in the hole. You just walk down the hole. Oh, I always enjoyed that about Golden Axe, and I think it originated really from like Double Dragon. You could do that on that game, and I don't know. I enjoyed those cunning ways of destroying the enemies without actually having to fight them. And wild with the panpipes now. And that's impressive. You try walking on a spot like that, you wear a hole in your floor pretty quickly. Obviously, sturdier stuff in this cave, wherever we are. Hey, come on. So strange this game never came out in Europe. You can see Asian versions on eBay. I'm not too sure about some of this new old stuff that's stock these days. I've certainly bought a few Japanese Mega Drive games, and it's debatable. It's debatable. They're either the most amazing copies ever, or they're legitimate. But it is debatable, especially a lot of this Asian stuff. It's a bit of a grey area. A lot of the stuff was like brought over from Japan, and then they made their own boxes or whatever else. I believe the console boxes weren't actually manufactured by Sega. It's definitely an interesting thing if you get into it. There we go. Should run away, but he won't go till he's gone. Now he'll go. So here we go. I think it's time to get the magic out. That sorted that job out. That's the way to do it. Now I don't know what's happened now. Some sort of horror movie style. These things have started going under the ground. There he is. So I'm not sure what these symbols, these red symbols at the bottom are about, but give you name. Got a score of 89, going to the dim jungle. I think this is where the backgrounds become quite impressive. Yeah, it's certainly a bit more detailed. This should have been the first level, I think. And quite colourful as well. Yeah, the red symbols below the actual power bar thing and the magic thing. Talking of magic, I'm blasting it out. Not so powerful. Oh, so it does look like you can choose how much magic you use. Not unlikely to be factually incorrect. Gonna walk like a panther tonight. There we go. Nice touch to go is actually a golden axe. There we go. Let's beat on some women. Quite well endowed, one must say. You'd have to think the way to that club is slightly unrealistic, really. Oh, I've got to get one of those snail dinosaurs. It's this year's must-have. Nice, not so nice. I did see that dinosaur happen to it. Well, I've got a bit of dislike for those small pot-bellied men. They're being used too much. They're this season's skeletons. Ooh, come on. Milking the magic. Here we are. I much prefer the costume in black. Yeah, that looks good. Or was that brown? Either way. I mean, the lady there has been captured. I mean, that dress doesn't really suit in with the time period of the game. I suppose they're just trying to make her look glamorous. She's off. She is off. He's off. It looked like he was... I don't know what happened. Nice sprite sizes as well. Oh, here we go. The overuse of the Death Adder man is abundant. Crack open a bit of magic. I don't know if that's going to get him. I don't know how long this video has been going on. Unfortunately, the screen behind me, well, is behind me, so I've got no idea. I think I'll just play to the end of this life, and I'll leave it at that. But as I said right at the start, I think this is worth playing. It's probably not as good as the other two games, but I still think it's worth playing. I'll have to definitely put it on next time someone's over. Give the two-player mode a good crack, because obviously that's where these games really shine. Yeah, a bit folding. Select again. Going down. Oh, quite literally. Let's prolong the bloody gameplay now, getting health. Let's bang out a bit of magic. Not that it's really going to do much, it's actually a complete waste of time. Quite useful if you want to scratch the back of your neck. like I did, so. Well, I know it's got a bit more magic as well. Nice. There was a method to the madness. There's very confined spaces as well where you're fighting. I don't know if that's just something down to the scrolling. Sometimes it feels like that last section there, I hardly had any room at all to charge or pull many attacks off. Oof. I think the enemy's just getting better, to be fair. There we go again. Yeah, I think the black did look better than the green. Just give it more of that sex dungeon vibe, I think. Which I do like in my 16-bit side-scrolling beat-em-ups. Gotta have a bit of that, haven't you? So here we go. Well, it's not Death Adder, it's someone with a really big beard. I don't know if I'm more scared of the beard or the axe. Looks like it's heading my way. Oh, she's going to knock me down. I don't think it's worth using the magic. We've seen that too many times. This is it. Oh, and there we go. Oh, it's still going. I did say I was going to end it at that life. Probably should have, because I don't know. Well, so it's going to make short work of me anyway. We'll get to the end of the level, if we can beat this guy. Taking a few hits, this guy. Ooh. He's not playing fair hiding around there. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close. I've finally defeated him. So I'm going to leave it there. Golden Axe free, Sega Mega Drive. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll load some more videos soon.